we both have something to say to you.
Why is Pooh here?
Look, you watched the house. Mom and I went out of town.
Yep.
You watched the house. You took care of the dogs, and we want to say thank you.
I'll take a thank you from you.
But listen. Your brother's been talking.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Listen, your brother he's way down. He says way down on cuddle quotient.
Yeah. That's. I'm not gonna do that.
How? Look at this face.
No.
He needs a lot of cuddles.
He needs to be stretched out because it looks like he's got hit with a frying pan.
Welcome back to Talking Story. My name is John Minton. Oh, look. Something happened to my chair.
We didn't do anything to your chair.
It used to lean back. Now it doesn't.
Oh well, Amanda may have done that.
Now it doesn't lean back. I can't lean back.
It's the lever. Pull it outward, like towards the side of you.
That's it. There we go. All right. Hey,
yeah.
I got my fall shirt on. Did you notice? It's fall.
I did notice. It is. I had to put a hoodie on this morning. It's a little chilly.
On the way back from the beach, the leaves were turning.
How was your vacation?
It was wonderful. It was lovely.
Was it the break you needed? Some time away?
Absolutely. I missed you. I missed my puppies. I missed the house. I missed everybody. But it was a wonderful break. Great vacation. Wow. And I hope everyone had a great break this week. Maybe everyone didn't get a vacation. I hope everyone had 5-star reads. I hope everyone had a great week. And this is, hey, one of our favorite times of the week now to get together, hang out.
It is, yeah.
Talk about what we've been reading. Talk about what's been going on. Set the stage for the week because it's going to be an amazing week coming up, a grand opening week. This is the last full week of spooky season.
Is that true?
Yes, this is the last full week of spooky season. After this week, then soon, there will be ghosties and goblins at the front door looking for candy.
Well, we live in an apartment, so I don't know if we'll have that. But
well, I'm having that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have it.
I know you will.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's exciting.
What have you been reading?
What have you been reading? Let's start there. We always do you first.
I'm actually reading stuff.
I know you're actually reading stuff.
It's very exciting. Well, first of all, I finished Frankenstein. We had a read along with that.
Yeah.
Probably 5 stars. I still really love it.
Probably?
Yeah,
Probably
it's 5 stars. Yeah, it's 5 stars.
Okay, yeah. All right,
but
that's a safe.
After that, while you were on vacation, I picked up, I don't have a copy, it's on my Kindle, Janny Wurts' novella.
Yes, The Gallant.
The Gallant, that kicks off
or
Wars
Gallant,
of Light and Shadows. I think it's Gallant. Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's Gallant. Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's a lot of words in her novella that I don't know how to pronounce, but...
Did you have to look a bunch of words up?
Yeah.
Good for you.
There's well, not like, I don't know what this word means, but there's a Paravia wiki that I think Janny has put together. It looks similar to her website, so maybe she put that together. But there's just tribes and stuff. Like, I have no idea what this is. I had to look up what the tribes were. It's probably going to be 5 stars. It's really good.
Like, how far are you? It's a novella.
I'm halfway.
So you're halfway through. This is huge for you.
That says something, right? I'm halfway.
So you must be really just eating this up with a spoon. Like, this must be... Really?
The way she writes is my jam. It's so good. It's every sentence you can stop and just dissect it. There's so much going on in every sentence, so much information that she's giving out, and the world is so rich because of it. Like, she's so good at making things feel otherworldly in a way that it's so elevated. There are characters that have the ability to raise their senses to a point where a regular human's overwhelmed by it. It'll basically make you crazy. You can't handle it.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes her writing feels like that. Like, there's so much information coming at me that's so beautiful, I'll have to read this sentence 3 times to get everything she's trying to tell me.
Wow.
I love her writing.
So the prose actually gives you a physical response and puts you in the driver's seats along with the character.
It feels like that to me. I know other people have problems with it being so dense, but I love it.
That's a master at work, man.
She really a master at work. She is.
Yeah, I will be picking that up December, getting ready for our January kickoff for the big buddy read along that we're doing.
I can't wait. Well, I'll actually be able to talk to you about a book.
I know, right? Unbelievable.
Yeah, it'll be great.
How rare is that? So, spooky season, I wrapped up The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova.
And
once again, thank you so much, Reading by My Shelf, who sent this lovely copy to me. And I said I would read it for spooky season, and I did. I have completed it.
What'd you think?
It didn't entirely hit for me.
Really? That's surprising because you were telling me something different before you left for vacation.
Yes, the beginning definitely hits for me. The beginning definitely hits, and the end hits fairly well.
But
what happens is, so what happened in the beginning, we kind of start traveling along with this PhD candidate in history, and he finds while he's working in the library on his dissertation, he finds a strange book laid out for him with a crest in the middle, and everything else is blank pages. And he's like, wow, this looks really crazy old. I'll just leave it here on the table. Someone must have been using this or something. And it just keeps popping up to him over and over again. It's some time of like, okay, these academics are obviously chosen with this book to find out what happens. And what we start to realize is what the conspiracy, what's going on is, once he goes to talk to his thesis advisor, that his thesis advisor many years ago got this same book laid out for him as a young academic. And these academics are being chosen in some fashion, and the conspiracy that they're starting to learn about is Vlad the Impaler, Vlad Tepes. Where is he buried, and is he even buried? He could still be alive, still be being involved in the world, his evil that was prevalent when he was a prince of Wallachia. So he goes on this journey to find out not only what happened, but you know, some other high stakes things happen there. No spoilers. I don't want to go into it deeper than that. That beginning really hit for me because wow, it's like a chosen. It's like wow, it's like this book from nowhere. I love me the trope of a magic book. I love me the trope of alternate history. I love me the trope of world hopping to find out what's truly going on. Add to the fact of that, there's some real high stakes things going on. Not only is possibly Vlad buried or not buried, still alive, but these other maybe bloodsucker things are popping up behind you. Are they following you? This is high stakes action thriller type situation while these doctorate candidates are on the path of the truth of what's really going on. Now, when we get into, I would say, a good chunk of the middle of this book, some of that high stakes thriller action for me kind of went away. We stopped seeing something behind me chasing me, and we just started going on this path of one more archive, one more library, one more group of letters. And that was the big reveal and the big epiphany from chapter to chapter is just the research aspect of this. And we lost a little bit of that thriller action. We lost a little bit of that threat coming up behind you. It would rear its head now or then, but I really think it should have just completely stayed very prevalent through the book to drive it. I had a pace problem when that thriller aspect of it went away. The middle of the book started to, now it's a multi-generational tale, so we have not only this doctorate candidate way back in the day when he found this book, but now, as an older man, his daughter finds the book on the top shelf. So now she is involved. So we have a parallel storylines going through the middle of the daughter trying to find out what her dad was into, and then back in the day, the dad trying to find out what happened when this book was laid before him, and he talked to his thesis advisor. Right? So it's kind of going back into like a parallel narrative, which is really cool. I dug that. But again, I just wanted more of a threat. Now, at the ending, what happened to me, you know me, I love vampires. Vampires are my jam. That's why I was so excited to pick this up for spooky season. Do they find Vlad? Is Vlad alive? Is that revealed? I'm not going to say. What I will say is some of the evil that takes place at the end that is revealed. I wasn't crazy about the way it was portrayed. I thought it was portrayed with some obvious choices of evil, and I've always been enamored with the choice of, I think evil would come in a delightful package. I think that would allow it to kind of creep in and do its work. If it's just a package that is oogie from the get-go, I don't find that as interesting. So this was a fun spooky season read. I enjoyed a lot of it, but it didn't all connect or work with me as much as some of my favorite vampire reads have in the past.
Interesting. Okay, that's fair.
So now when it connected, the beginning, when it was all set up, I was all in. Like I talked to you before I left town.
Yeah. You were really loving it, last I heard.
I was absolutely really loving it. And then bogged down a bit in the center. And the portrayal of the big reveal, a big bad at the end, I thought, I don't know, that's a little bit mustache twirly one note for me. I would love it to be in a just delightful, delectable package. That way it can just insinuate himself into, or herself, or evil self into all types of situations that it should not be in. And you understand why people would sign on, because it's in such a delightful, delectable package that you don't see what's underneath. So there you go. That was it for me on that one.
So not necessarily your taste of vampires.
I'm not going to be one of my favorite vampire reads. I would say that.
Fair enough.
I'm happy I took the journey. I'm happy I took the journey for spooky season. I'm very happy to have this book sent to me and share the story with someone. It just on all cylinders didn't hit for me. Some cylinders absolutely were firing. Some cylinders did not hit for me on that.
Well, it's vampires. It's at least going to be a little fun.
I mean, if it's a vampire book, I'm going to read it.
How bad could it be? Yeah.
It's that is my favorite all-type supernatural spooky creature. Number one.
So you finished that while you were on vacation, I think.
I did finish that, and I took and picked up and started.
Oh, God.
Assassin's Quest.
You found
Book
the time.
3.
Let me guess. You're loving it.
Oh, my God. I'm 150 pages in. By the end of the day, I should be 250 pages in because I got to stay on target because we have one more read to get through for the month of October.
Yeah.
And that one is the lovely Jacqueline Hagan's Blue Flames, Book 3 of Riverfall Chronicles. I don't want to miss out on that. But look, blowing through this is going to be absolutely no problem for me because just getting this picks up so right on the heels of Book 2. And for anyone, if you know how Book 2 ends, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. That pinnacle, that height, that ending, to pick up right after that and to start pulling the strands and arranging them back together in the tapestry after they've been so completely ripped and frayed asunder at the end of Book 2, to start collecting these strands again, to start collecting these characters again, to start collecting these lovely, lovely, fully realized people that you have come to admire and want to spend time with, to start collecting these threads and putting them back together in a new tapestry, a new status quo reality for these characters going forward, still with a lot of threats looming for them in this world. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. Oh my gosh. It's like an enormous game of pickup sticks at the end of Book 2. Like all the sticks, it is an enormous mess. And you are just starting to pick these things up and arrange them and put them together. Your favorite people are still there, but they are drastically changed through the ringer they have been put through and are continued to be put through. This is a writer that knows that rule, that knows how to kill her darlings. She has created these real three-dimensional people, and she is killing them. She is putting through the ringer with this world that she's having them in, and it's just, I absolutely love it. More light is being shed on the world and how it works. The magic system, the political systems, the fallout after Book 2 of what has happened to the political systems. It's expanding because not only are we dealing with the 6 duchies, but now we're starting to hear murmurings and things of lands even further and further out and farther away. So there's more light being shed on all of it. It's growing and being larger, and at the same time, at the core of it with these characters that you just want to travel with so desperately, they are still there and still just as appealing, even for all the trauma they've been through. So am I loving it? I don't know. Does it show? Yes. Oh my God. It is so good. This series is so good. There's no way. I think coming up in November, we'll have to check because I mean, let's face it. I'm not good at running this or doing this or being here.
No.
So we'll have to. I've got nothing in the noggin. We'll have to check. But I think it's time to check in and redo my all-time standalones list in November.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
I think so because there's some movement on that.
Sure.
For sure. I'm gonna have to completely go rip it apart and really rethink. But after that, I think in January it's gonna be update time for all-time favorite series. There's no way this doesn't crash that list and towards the top.
So this,
unless this just
yeah, but come on,
the rest of this just completely.
That's not.
But what are
happen.
the odds?
It's
just I can't. She's the queen for a reason. I can't believe that would happen.
So then this month you've done Black Tongue Thief. You've done Frankenstein.
What have I done?
There was something before Black Tongue Thief, wasn't there?
I've Doom a Key by Stephen King.
That's right.
Frankenstein, Black Tongue Thief, The Historian.
Robin
Assassin's
Hobb.
Quest is in process, and then Blue Flames by Jacqueline Hagan will wrap up October.
So then you've already said Frankenstein doesn't qualify for Book of the Month because you've read it before.
And it is on my all-time.
And it is on your all-time.
Yeah.
So I see no way that Assassin's Quest is not your Book of the Month.
You know what? Blue Flames, I loved Doom a Key. Doom a Key was a 5-star read for me. And it's spooky season, so it's so at this point, and it's even hard for me to say it this far in. But at this point, Doom a Key is at the top of the heap. Would have to be knocked off. Will this knock it off?
Probably.
Let me tell you, I wish I wasn't talking to you right now, so I could be reading. That's what's going to happen.
What a run!
Actually,
if Robin Hobb wins Book of the Month 3 months in a row,
like, what do we do? Do we make a trophy and send it to her?
Would she ever see it?
Let me tell you something. All the awards she's won, I'm sure she's waiting for that.
Yeah, that's got to be that's the pinnacle.
Come on,
the talking story Book of the Month.
That's when you know the we're gonna call it the Gusher, the Talking Story Gusher Award. And it's just we're gonna get Vesuvius bronzed, and we're just gonna call it the Talking Story Gusher Award. And her mantle is minus that. That's what she's waiting for.
Are you sure about that?
No.
So then Blue Flames comes after this one.
Blue Flames comes after this.
So you'll probably be starting it later this week, I assume.
I should be into Blue Flames when we meet here next Sunday.
Okay. I look forward to that. And see what you think of it compared to Assassin's Quest.
Here, I got it right here.
There we go. What a pretty cover.
Because
I love her covers.
It is on. Let me tell you something. She is such a class act in everything. The whole art that she produces, that she puts out, the whole package is just as an indie author that oversees every step of this.
Yeah,
she just gets it, man. She knows what we want to have in our hands as a package to read and be transported by. Just a special talent, and I cannot wait. After the cliffhanger of book 2, I cannot wait to pick this up. That's why I have to stay on my page count, which is not a problem. I'm gonna blow through this.
You're probably gonna go ahead.
I probably will, without a doubt. So this is On Deck coming up next. Hey, just a quick break from the show to say a very special thank you to all of our correspondents, our directors, and our producers here that help us build the channel. Together, they do so many things. They help us make decisions. They help us keep the lights on and keep rolling, all the way up to taking over our channel once a month and getting their content on our channel. If you're interested and you have any questions about it, right down there in the description box under the Patreon link, you can find out all about it. And just a very special thank you to all of these people. Now, back to the show. And that will wrap up October.
It will. That was fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't it?
It was.
Just crazy fast. Absolutely crazy fast. And I think it's because we've been doing so many having crazy big weeks here on the channel. Just talking to people and having a great time. And
That's a wonderful segue. What did we do last week?
Isn't it? Do you remember? You know some of it. You have to know some of it.
I remember both.
While I have a sip of my frosty beverage.
We're not sponsored, so be careful with that. Hold off on it.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's the picture they need for the website.
Yeah, that's it.
First, of course, we did Weekly Reader. Then Tuesday, you, me, and Mom had a live stream.
That's right.
That was very fun. I had a great time.
Oh my gosh, that was a fun time, wasn't it? It kind of went off the rails there. I don't look
for the whole time, really. I don't know if it was ever really on rails.
I don't watch these videos because I am a huge fan. I watch an awful lot of BookTube. I'm not a big fan of what I do here.
No.
So I don't tune in myself and watch this. But Mom was showing me some of what happened there towards the end, and it was not. We were not in control of that whatsoever.
No, the people in comments. Thanks to everyone there, because you had much cooler things to say than any of us.
They had far more insightful things to bring to this.
Yeah.
And it was just a joy to talk to all of them. It was absolutely amazing, right?
But if you haven't checked that out, please do. We did a live stream discussing Frankenstein. That was our book club with the missus for the month. That was a good time.
It was book club with the missus, and we did it live, and we had so many wonderful people that read along with us.
Yeah. And the next book club is The Other Valley by, I can't remember the author's name.
We'll cover that coming up. Hey, You're jumping ahead.
Right.
What else did we do? What else did we do this week?
Thursday, you put out a TBR hijack, and you hijacked Biblio Goddess.
Wow, man. Okay. Where is Jacob, and what have you done with him?
That my memory's fixing.
It's just like you've expanded. You've completely expanded your mind because, wow, look at this. Neurons are firing. You remember what happened last week?
Cogs are turning up here for once.
Wow. This is peak talking story, man.
I don't know about that. Let's be careful.
This is why you're the boy wonder of BookTube, right here.
Absolutely not.
But I was so discombobulated from being at the beach, I don't think we even did an intro or anything at the beginning.
No, you did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was different. It was clunky. It was weird. Welcome back to Talking Story. My name is John Minton. Oh, look. Something happened to my chair. That's all right.
People can let us know in the comments if it's not.
They'll let it. Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, you put out a TBR hijack with Biblio Goddess. How was that?
I did. And that's someone, if you haven't started following her on Instagram, you absolutely should. Biblio Goddess 912. She does amazing reviews and just such artful postings of amazing recommendations that you should be picking up.
On Instagram, not BookTube.
On Instagram. Can we put that? We'll put that link down there?
Sort of. It'll be down there.
It'll be There's a way to find her down there.
There's a way to find her down there. And you recommended Cloud Cuckoo Land to her.
I did.
Which I know is one of your favorites.
Oh, it's on my all-time list.
Yeah.
It's on my all-time sci-fi list up there, and it's just you've got to get past the marketeers and move past those shelf Nazis in the bookstore, go to the literary aisle and pick that up, and you will not be sorry. It's going to take, I believe, 4 or 5 stories and blend them together by the end. That's just going to make you such a catharsis of sharing this human experience with all these other wonderful human beings on the planet that we get to share this time here with. It's just it's a special, phenomenal story, and it celebrates story, and it celebrates all of us and our time together. And it's just, I'm so happy it hit for her. She now says it's one of her all-time faves.
I saw that. In looking for a picture, I had to stop by her Instagram, and she had really high praise for it. She loved it. So well done to you.
Yeah. I got that one right. They're not. They don't all sail out of the park that way.
No, I don't know if Jorge super loved Interview with the Vampire, but
no. But interestingly enough, this is one of Jorge's favorite vampire.
Oh, really? So maybe he just has a different taste for vampires than you do.
Look, this is the whole thing. This is what we celebrate on this channel. Story hits us all. We bring ourselves to the art. We bring our soul to the art. We bring our past to the art. And that way it hits us all differently. It speaks to us all in a different way. And that difference, that individuality, that magic of art to touch us on an individual soulful level, that is what we are going to always celebrate on this channel. about how things hit us all completely differently.
We gotta have like a bingo card of like the free spaces John talks about the perception of art for every video.
Don't get me started on that. So hey, trying to keep this one on the rails. Do you want to? Because people are going to yell bingo, and then we don't have prizes.
No, we do.
Do you
not.
have prizes?
No.
Okay,
I have nothing.
See, there you go. So this coming week, do you have any clues? Any ideas? Were you at the production meeting?
There is no production meeting, even though we have a Discord now. You say nothing about the production.
Look, we're going to have our production meeting coming up next week sometime. We got to pick a day.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. We'll make that happen.
That'll be a good time. For once, I'll be in the know about what's going on. What is? We will make that happen.
Okay, coming up this week on Tuesday.
Okay.
We're just going to go ahead and put out our November TBR in case anybody wants to.
All right.
Jump on early because, like you were talking, next month's book club with the missus is going to be huge. It's going to be very huge. It's going to be very different because we now have a Discord channel right down there. If you haven't looked in the description box, hey, maybe you're thinking, oh, I'm a little afraid. I think Weekly Reader is coming to an end. I think we're getting close to I think we're wrapping up. Oh my gosh, there's more for you right down there. There's Instagram and there's Twitter and Patreon and there's the new Discord. If you want to find and hang out with some cool book people in a super chill atmosphere and just talk about all kinds of things. One of the things we're going to be talking about always is Book Club with the Misses. And as we do a big read along for November, it's going to be huge because should we just say it now?
Yeah, I don't see why
not.
You
kind of did. It's going to be The Other Valley and I can't remember this person's name for $1 million.
Oh, let me get it.
It's called The Other Valley. It's one that Amy had read, and she chased me down the hall and said, "Oh my God, this is so amazing." I think it's
Scott Alexander Howard.
Scott Alexander Howard is the author, and we'll put the link down there, right? We'll put the link down there today too. So grab this one. Be ready for Book Club with the Misses next month because Scott Alexander Howard will be joining us on Book Club with the Misses.
Mom's gonna lose it.
So it's going to be amazing. On Discord, we'll be checking in nightly as we read this. We'll be comparing notes, and also through Discord, all of you that are reading along with us, hey, hit us up as we go through about maybe some questions that you would have for the amazing author of this book that just blew my wife's hair back when she read it, and maybe we can get those questions before the author himself and get answers for you. So from Discord straight to the author's face. How about that?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let us know the questions you want to ask the author. That's great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So check it all down there in the description box. That's going to be a big thing. And also a big thing down there, we'll be doing a read along. And this is for, I know this is kind of locked, but patrons are voting actively for the patron read along.
Yes. We will be
and that'll be happening down there
next
too.
Patreon read is at the end of the month.
Yeah. A week from today, we'll have the August Mr. Pooh.
Oh man, that's quick.
Because the head-to-head voting is this week.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Gets down to our final 6, and we'll roll those ping pong balls and have the August Mr. Pooh here next week. So he'll be 2 weeks in a row he makes a special appearance.
I don't like that. That's too much.
Let me tell you, he should just sit at this chair and take over.
Did you ever say what we're doing Thursday? How off the rails are we?
We are so far off the rails. This is us way out in left field with a flag going, we're over here, and the rest of everybody else is over there going, why are you there? Why are you standing that far off the rails?
So what are we doing?
So Thursday, I'm so glad you asked. Because here's the programming update. Do you know the programming update? You weren't at the production meeting, so you don't know.
I think I know what it is, though.
I think you do know what it is. We are not having anything drop on Thursday. We'll probably drop a short or something. We're not having any full video drop Thursday because the video is moving to Friday. At 5 o'clock Eastern, we are going to be joined by Cronk the Book Guy, all the way from Brisbane, Australia, an amazing booktuber. He has been going over deep dives into all of these amazing series and letting us know what series right for all of us. His channel has been just absolutely blowing up. And even more exciting than that, he has launched his very first Kickstarter. Cronk is an author, been working at his art, working at his creations for years. He's got the first trilogy, the first 3 of these books, the Immortal Investigations, done and ready to see the light and to go into the hands of the public. I know he is beyond scared and thrilled to turn over his work to the world. And I wanted to be one of the first persons in that world talking to him about his whole process, his whole meteoric rise on BookTube, and his whole process of creating this trilogy and running the Kickstarter, which has been very successful. We're getting these books. It's well beyond fulfilled.
That's awesome, man. Good for him.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing story. He is such an amazing human being. If you have not watched his channel, we'll put that down there too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Check out his channel if you have not. Oh my gosh, you're doing BookTube wrong. He's the guy. He's amazing. And I can't wait to talk to him about his writing process. So, Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern, it will be very early Saturday morning, the following day for Cronk in Brisbane. We are going to go live with him and talk about his process. It's kind of like a booktuber and artist journey all rolled into one, and it's going to be live because I want as many people to be able to get questions in about his process and about his writing and about his Kickstarter and about his channel, anything that we want to talk about. So Cronk is going to be here with us on Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern.
Is this a Talking with Tubers or an artist journey?
It's kind of all mashed up into one.
It's a Talking with
because we did Talking with Tubers.
Journey.
Yeah, it's a Talking with Tuber journey. Artist journey. Yeah. Yeah, artists love tubers, something like that.
Sure. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, it's a plate of potatoes.
It's a plate of potato. What are you talking about?
Tubers.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But we already did Talking with Tubers with Alan from Library of Alexandria.
You did, that's true. Yeah.
So this is if you were at the production meeting, this fills the slot of artist journey this month.
It's no production meeting. What did you watch this week? How about that?
It just, you know what? I went out of town. I didn't watch. I really didn't.
You didn't watch anything?
I watched episode 3 of The Penguin. I have not caught up yet. I still haven't watched episode 4. Episode 3 was, wow. Did you watch it yet?
No, I just finished episode 2. I still got to watch 3 and 4.
Look, our buddy
and
Todd.
5 after today.
Our buddy Todd is texting me after every episode. And it's like, episode 3, the ending of that is like, okay, wow, that's a lot to deal with. And he says the end of episode 4 is even worse. He's even in deeper.
Man, people in Discord were telling me that. I got to get back into this show.
I'm going to try and catch some today, but it all depends on how much time Miss Robin Hobb gives me.
You're not watching it today.
I'm hopeful I'll try and watch episode 4 today.
Do your best.
That's my hope.
But
I watched another couple preseason games of the Spurs and can't wait for tip-off this Thursday against the Dallas Mavericks. The NBA season will start. My Spurs versus the Dallas Mavericks on Thursday night. I will absolutely be watching that.
Of course you will.
Yeah. How about that?
That was it? That was your whole week?
That seems like a lot to me.
I think it's a lot. It's more than what I got done.
But you actually read. That was amazing.
I did. It was amazing. I felt good. For once, I read.
It's helped. Look at your complexion. Look at the aura.
Yeah, my eyes are brighter. I feel alive.
It's like, I bet, has it helped your digestion? Like the whole the whole package that is Jakob is just.
I'm better now.
Enhanced.
Yeah, much like
from Janny.
The senses of Varane in the Galand.
Much like it's all thanks to Janny.
It is thanks to Janny. As many things are thanks to Janny.
Well, she's a very special person.
She is.
Yeah. So that's it for us, man. How was your week out there? Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to us go so far off the rails about our week and our reading and our books and everything that's going on. What did you get up to this week? Did you get out of town? Did you have a good week? Oh, I hope you did. I hope it was filled with 5-star reads and was low stress. Hit us up in those comment sections right down there. We love comments. The whole reason we started this channel was so we could, well, my kids started the channel for me so I could talk to book lovers that love books like me, love the kind of books I love, and I'm going to answer comments as quickly as I can humanly possibly answer them, because that's the whole reason we're here, to talk back and forth about books. And while you're down there, I know it's kind of silly, but that thumbs up, it matters a lot. It matters. It helps us grow. It helps us reach new people. It helps us make new friends and talk about books with them. And that's amazing. And if you haven't already, maybe this is your first time stopping by, or you stopped by a time or two, you haven't hit that subscription button. You know what? It's really amazing. You hit it takes no time. Boop, like a microsecond, and you're done, and you're subscribed. And you come around weekly for Weekly Reader and all the other stuff we've been talking about that we get up to and do here. And you find a group, you find a tribe, you find your book people that you want to spend time with. And when that happens, when you find that, gives you a little bit of a tingle when you hit that button. It's absolutely science.
I don't like the face when you say that. It freaks me out.
This is my after beach tingle face.
No one should ever have to see that.
Let me tell you, I'm still getting sand out of crevices. You should take
Don't
this
say
because
that. We're recording.
I can start talking about the crevices that I'm getting sand out of still.
We're gonna get demonetized because you're talking about pulling sand out of the creases of yourself.
Say it.
No.
Oh, I didn't say creases. That's worse somehow.
It felt worse when you said it. However you say it is worse.
You're probably absolutely right. So, and if that's not enough, again, right down there, we got Insta, we got Patreon, we got X, and Discord. Join us on Discord. Hang out with some really cool book people so we can talk about books, and you can join these read-alongs and everything along with us. It's a pretty cool place. And thank the boy Wonder for building it.
Yeah, thanks to our moderator Zach for keeping it going.
Dude, Zach keeps the wheels spinning.
Yeah, he does.
Like the wheels would have come off that wagon like
day
way
one.
Quick. Yeah, day one, you'd have just had people with a handle and a wagon with no wheels going, why won't this go?
Yeah. People were asking a lot of questions like that as we were going.
Exactly. Why won't this go? So thank you to everybody. Thank you for everyone to stop by and spend a little time with us. It means the world to us to be able to share our reading journey. It's been life-changing for me, and I know it makes my kid put up with me a couple times a week, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, that makes it sound like I hated you before. Like we
do
all
had
right.
Moments. We had moments.
No, we get along pretty well. Where I think now, am I learning things? Do you not like me?
I hope you're learning things. I hope your life's journey teaches you things forever about crevices and creases.
No. These are not the things I want to learn.
No, certainly not. That is it for us. We will see you coming up. All the things we talked about this week, and we'll be right back here next week for Weekly Reader when we have the august Mr. Pooh join us for spinning those final 6 choices, and we'll find out what our Patreon read is, and we'll know what our entire month of November has in store for us. I can tell you one thing it's going to have in store. We're going to have to get back on that Cosmere ketchup.
That's all you, man.
Big time.
Good luck to you. You got some reading to do.
Oh, let me tell you, I got to start doing some curls because the last couple books to lift,
they're big.
I might hire Amanda to have to follow me around and carry my book bag.
That's maybe not the right person to hire for that.
Well, you're right. I'll have to find someone at the gym to do it. That is it for us. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is John Minton. That is
Varain Sendiant. If you don't know who that is, read The Gallant. It's great.
And by December, maybe we'll all jump on board for January in preparation.
Can't wait. It's gonna
be
great.
For the huge buddy read. The huge international booktube buddy read of War of Light and Shadow that is coming your way. Get ready for it. That's the kind of fun we have here. Thanks so much for joining us here on Talking Stories.